everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be recreating, at least trying to be recreating a Zoella makeup look. Now Zoe has inspired me not just for makeup but actually for starting this channel. So doing something which is to do about her is just my happiest video. So I've picked up my favorite look. It's the bronzed nude summer makeup look which she posted around a year ago, and I really like the bronze and brown tones when it comes to makeup. So let's see how far I can do it, and this is actually my first ever makeup tutorial, so I am being very brave.
I thought it was only right to do a very bronzy look, so let's get started. I've already put my serum on and my moisturiser on, so now I just need to start on my face.
I'm going to be using Derma's EXOMEGA moisturiser. I really like this brand Derma, and I wanted the other moisturiser which is kind of not as heavy as this is, but since I couldn't find it I was like theek hai jo hai de do. Always remember to moisturize your eyes and your neck. Done.
I'm going to use the Nars Sheer Glow in the shade Mont Blanc just because I flippin' love this foundation. Oh, forgot my foundation brush. I'm really loving stippling brushes at the moment, so I'm using the Real Techniques stippling brush. I'm just going to dip it in here.
My current favorite foundation is the Rimmel Lasting Finish, which I actually bought because of Zoe's recommendation. She also mentioned that she's enjoying the stippling technique a lot, so I will try to use that technique even though I don't really know how that exactly works. Oh god, I'm so nervous. Don't mind my mustache. I have been extremely lazy and not done anything about my facial hair. I also haven't done my eyebrows in 3 months almost, and I'm still quite happy with the way they look, and I haven't done my mustache in, or rather my upper lip hair, in a month, over a month, so just bear with me. This brush is so tiny. So I'm pretty sure that what I did was not the stippling technique, but I tried.
Now I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, putting it on any like random marks. And I'm going to pop a little bit straight under my eyes.
She mentioned that she likes using the Real Techniques setting brush as her concealer brush, so luckily I have that and I'm going to use that. Wow, I get it why she uses this. It's blended so well.
Concealer is now done. I am going to use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light. And I'm gonna use the Sigma large powder brush.
I'm going to be using the Natio Mineral Crystal Loose Foundation, and I'm using the Real Techniques Multitask Brush. So as most of you know, I am not very well versed with makeup, so you might be surprised that you've got some fancy makeup, Heli. When and how did this happen? If you do want to know that, then stay tuned and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting a lot of hauls and tell you where and for how much and how did I buy all this makeup. Not in one video of course, because there's a lot of it, so it'll be spread over a few videos. Yep, I think we are powdered down. Just so happy to be doing something which has to do with Zoe.
I'm gonna do a little bit of contouring using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette in light to medium, and I'm gonna use this shade, which is the sort of middle, I don't know, ashy-ish brown.
My contour palette expired, so I'm going to be using an eyeshadow from the NYX Butt Naked Cheek palette. She uses a kind of ashy brown. This is the perfect shade. Oh, let me see, where did she contour exactly? I usually do my forehead and nose as well, but she just does her cheekbones and her jawline. So we'll do just that. To blend the contour, I'm using the Real Techniques buffing brush. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do right now. Zoe, what should we do next?
Now I am going to put a little bit of the Urban Decay eyeshadow potion, primer potion, and just let that kind of sink in.
She then primes her eyes with eyeshadow primer. So I'm confused whether to use my POREfessional or to use the concealer, which I don't use on my face as my primer, which I usually do. I think let's use a proper primer to be fair. Yep, and we're done.
Next thing I'm going to do is bronze. Now this is kind of the key part to this. I feel like the key to all bronzing is to make sure you take it down your neck as well, because you don't want like a super bronzed face and then no bronzing on the neck.
Now my bronzer of choice is L'Oreal Paris Glam Bronze. It is our recommendation. I'm again going to be using the multitasking Real Techniques brush. Tap the excess off. See, this was the purpose of the video. For me, this video is not about using the same blooming products that somebody else is using. It's about using somebody else's techniques, because sometimes you just get so used to your techniques because it takes lesser time, you are very good at it. But sometimes newer techniques are much better.
Because I'm keeping this look quite bronzy, I don't want to do too much cheek colour, but I am going to put a tiny bit on.
Now her blush is pretty light, so I think I'll take up this and this, a little bit of both. Okay, so I usually have my blush just on the apples of my cheeks, but she takes it all the way back, so I'll do that as well. Yep.
I've actually been using this one for highlight. Face is pretty much done, so the only thing we need to do now is the eyes and the eyebrows and the lips. So eyes. The colours I am going to use are caramelized first all over the lid.
I think this colour would work fine, this one. I've done a very shabby job at putting it on, but I know we're going to blend it out, so I'm kind of relaxed about that. It's not an exact match, but again, it's about technique, so let's just roll with it. Okay, now she goes in with a much lighter brown in her inner corners, which I think should be, like, this one should be fine. Look at that. No, mine isn't showing up that much, so I'll use my trusty Body Shop palette. I'll just use this light color. So now using a tinier brush, she creates the same gradient on her bottom, what do we call it, waterline?
Just put a little bit and I'm going to pop that, and then I'm going to pop that on the outer half of the bottom lash line. I'm going to go in with the Charmed I'm Sure Matte Brown.
Yeah, this one looks just fine. I suck at this. I think it looks decent for a beginner. Then she does her eyebrows. Now she fills them in with an angled brush. She again uses a mixture of kind of these two shades in the MAC palette. So that's exactly what we'll do. Or maybe I'll just stick with the darker brown. So I used to use this filling technique when I like properly just started off with makeup. No, not tutorials, like doing just for myself, but I don't do it anymore. I just use a tinted brow gel. I actually just chop my own eyebrows with a little pair of scissors at home, trim them down. Okay, this one has turned out so much better than this one. This one was like a practice one and this one has come out better.
I'm going to use a little bit of Ready Set Brow.
My brows have not looked like this in a really long time.
Okay, so mascara.
Yay! Now we move on to mascara. I'm using the infamous Lash Sensational. This was also one of Zoe's recommendations, although she doesn't use this one in this tutorial, but this is the only mascara I've ever used when it comes to a proper black mascara. Oh wow! Look at the difference. Wow, we're seeing my whole face after long.
I'm going to use a little bit of the Benefit Highbrow Glow under my eyebrows.
She uses a little pencil, but since we ain't got that, we will use again the fine liner brush with this one. And she also goes again with bronzer because she feels that after having the brows and eyes done, I think a little more bronzer won't hurt. That's her words. So we will do the same. I trust her completely. Using this brush and the same bronzer. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. And the final step, lips. So she lines her lips first. The only lip liner I've got is the Body Shop Clover Pink, and luckily she uses a Nude pink one as well. And then she uses my most favorite lipstick of all times, the NYX Liquid Suede, and she uses my most favorite shade as well, which is Sandstorm, which I owned for the last, I think I owned it last year, and if you guys have been following me in that time, you know it was my obsession. Excuse my phone, but it expired, so I have another shade this time. I have Soft Spoken. This is a bit more pink for the look. A more brownie lipstick would have been better, but yeah, it's alright, it's alright. We learned so many new techniques. So this is the final look. I have my hair straight, I'm wearing something white like she is, and I'm really pleased. I think that this idea of videos is brilliant because if I get to try more people's more looks or more looks by Zoe herself, then I think I'll learn so much more about makeup and find out new techniques. I'll definitely try to find the person who initiated this whole idea and link them down below. And if you want me to try any more tutorials, then let me know down in the comment section below. Hit like if you enjoyed my relationship with makeup, if you're happy with the fact that I'm starting off with beauty, that is makeup. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye. And this, oh no, I just pulled the camera with my mic.